What's going on, everybody? We are back in Atlantic City. So this video is going to be just sort of what we got up to. I kind of thought I want to switch things up now. We're start of a new year, start of a new, trend of how I'm going to do my videos. Since we are here for 4 days, rather than trying to sort of loop this all into one, like Caesars video, we are actually saying a Caesars, spoiler alert. So rather than trying to loop that onto that, this is going to be like an experience video. What we got up to Atlantic City, things to do, things to see, things to eat, and etc. Yes, as I mentioned, we are staying in Caesars. Right now we are in the Ocean Tower. There will be a separate room tour for that. So, make sure you subscribe, check the links below for any other videos. But we are actually moving back over to the Centurion Tower, where we stayed the last time we were here back in October. So if you haven't seen that video, we'll leave that below. So you can check that one out. But we will make another video, of course, with that one as well, just to show that sort of the difference between the Centurion and the Ocean. There's another tower here called the Forum, but everyone says not to stay there, so we're probably gonna avoid that one. Anyway, we are gonna head over to Tropicana. We just got here. We are here through Caesars chartered flights, so we just got into the room, waiting for our suitcases to come before we switch to the room. So we figured we may as well, not just sit around doing nothing. Let's go get something to eat. So we're gonna head over to Tropicana, which is where I have some family staying, and have some dinner, and we'll see where we end up. And if you're following along, you'll see what we get up to this weekend, or rather this week. Check with you a bit.
Later that same evening.
Alright guys, so we just left Tropicana. We took an Uber back because I heard it can get a little dicey on the boardwalk after a certain time. So we took an Uber back. It was I think it was around $15 or so to get from Tropicana to Caesars. Anyway, back at Caesars now. Tried to change our room. Our friend Jose was not working anymore, so we ended up speaking to Diamond, who was really nice. And anyway, long story short, we were trying to get into Nobu. Now, they were talking about possibly doing an upgrade for us. At one point, Jose was talking about 100 something a night. Diamond was able to get it down to about 85 a night. Now, we ended up refusing, at least for now. Maybe we'll change our mind down the road. Maybe we'll switch over there to tomorrow. We'll see. We are going to head over to the Centurion Tower. We're told we're going to get a better view. And fingers crossed, I will obviously, give you guys a separate room tour for that, and just show you any other little things that we got up to in that regard. But if you guys have stayed in Nobu in Atlantic City, let me know in the comments what you thought, if you think it's worth the upgrade. She seems to think it was really nice. She says one of her favorites. So yeah, I don't know, maybe next time. Or maybe this time, we'll see. Anyway, we played at Tropicana for a while. We ate at Chickie. Chickie is actually pretty good. I love my seafood. I love crab. I love lobster. So my mom and I split some crab nachos, which were really good. Cody got cheesesteak with lobster on it. He said it was pretty good. My mom's friend Gail got a seafood pasta, and then Cody and Gail split some fries with seafood on it, lobster and crab. They said it was good, but I think they ordered too much. But anyway, yeah, all in all, good little adventure. Had fun at Tropicana, won a little bit of money on little shop bars, which is always nice. And yeah, so I took a Uber back and gonna head to the room now. Gonna wait through the room tour though, maybe till tomorrow, because we're both pretty tired. So yeah, we'll see how the night goes. But anyway, see you in the morning. Good morning, campers. It is day 2 in Atlantic City. I slept pretty well for the most part. I did wake up at one point for a couple, maybe an hour or so. Couldn't get back to sleep, so did some scrolling. But anyway, managed to fall back asleep. We they have the light on the front entryway here that if you want housekeeping. And yeah, they were good this morning. They came pretty early. We did ask if they could come back though, just because we're not quite ready yet. I'm not 100% sure what we're gonna get up to today. I'm thinking we're probably gonna go over to the outlet mall, do a little bit of shopping maybe, and then just kind of see where the day takes us. I do want to kind of show you a few different facets of Atlantic City in this video. So, you're seeing some of the places to eat, you're seeing some of the places to gamble, some of the places to stay. We will be seeing a show as well, which we also will include in this as well. So I just want to show you what a typical maybe 3 or 4 day trip could be if you guys are planning to come here and looking for things to do, or, what it looks like anyway. I'm gonna get myself ready because definitely not dressed, and see what the day takes us. Alrighty, so we just had breakfast at Starbucks over at the Tanger Outlets. I will say, if you're staying at Caesars or anywhere on the boardwalk and you want to save a few bucks, going to the one on by the outlet mall, the Tanger Outlets, is your best bet. You will save a few bucks. It's cheaper than the ones in the casino, so I will recommend that. Not a huge difference, but enough if you're going there a few times, it'll save you a couple dollars. And the other thing is, we did a little bit of shopping, went to H&M, a couple other stores like that around, Michael Kors, Express, etc. Your typical, outlets you're going to see at most outlet malls. But to all my friends who aren't familiar, not from New Jersey, there's no sales tax on clothing and shoes. So if you want to save a couple of dollars, then that's definitely worth checking out, doing some shopping here. Anyway, we are just walking back to Caesars. It is pretty walkable in this area, so you know, you just want to be careful, get your wits about you. There's lots of police activity. So anyway, heading back to Caesars now. But yeah, Tanger Outlets, not too bad. Update time. So what did we do? We played the casino for a while. Actually did really well. I won $290 something. I had put about 40 in, so it wasn't fully a win, but still not that bad. We ended up eating over at Gordon Ramsay's Pub again. The French onion soup there, I'm telling you now, is the best one I've ever had. I took my mom and her friend there. They both agreed it was absolutely delicious, very filling, so much cheese. Cody got some wings again, which he mentioned were also really good. Service there, I will say though, is lacking a little bit. The same thing that happened to us last time happened to us again, where we were stuck waiting forever for our bill to come. You know, once we had eaten and everything, it took forever. So I'm just trying to get back to the room. It took forever for us to get our bill. Once she also noticed that we weren't spending the big bucks, as none of us were getting drinks or oh, rooms are made up. None of us were getting drinks or getting anything like big to eat. You can definitely see that the tone changed, and she was a lot less nice to us and basically stopped caring about us for the rest of the night. The food came fast, but the bill did not. We sat there, I'm not even kidding when I say about half an hour. We were just outside, hence my red face. The sunset was absolutely beautiful, so I had to take some pictures. So follow me on Instagram. I'll leave my link right there. Follow me on Instagram to check out some of my pictures. Also, my Instagram will tell you, sort of give you little teasers and hints as to where I'm going, what I'm up to, etc. for future videos if you are interested. So check that out. And just for silly things I'm doing, or you know, pictures of my dogs if you're a dog person. Anyway, we are in the room now. They did make it up, so I'm happy about that, because they tried to get in here early, like fairly early this morning. We weren't quite ready at that point, so we asked to come back in about half an hour, and they just never came back. So they did come back. It looks like now it is nice and clean now. So there will be a room tour for this room as well. So make sure you subscribe. They will. I'll leave a link below for that one. Tonight, I believe we are going to head over to Borgata. That is in like a different area. It's not on the boardwalk. There's 3 casinos not on the boardwalk. That would be Harrah's, which is a Caesars property, Borgata, which is an MGM property, and there's also the Golden Nugget. These are in like I believe the marine area. Correct me if I'm wrong, leave a comment below if I'm wrong. I believe it's called the marine area, or harbor? Marine, let's go with marine. That's in that area there. So we are gonna head over there tonight, play a little bit there. We do like to play there sometimes and see what's going on over there. There's some, it's sort of like the Bellagio of Atlantic City if you're a Vegas traveler. It's sort of a similar vibe. Anyway, gonna head over there now. Touch base with you in a bit, I guess, while I thaw out in the room, because it is absolutely freezing. See you in a bit.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
All right, we just got back from Borgata. I really like Borgata. To me, I kind of view it as like the Bellagio of Atlantic City. Now, if you've been to Vegas, you know. Beautiful place. Smells clean. The casino floor is huge. I've never walked around the entire floor before, but honestly, the casino floor is massive. Tons of different games. Pretty much any game you can think of. We love playing, like, you know, the moolah ones, like the cows, Stinkin' Rich. We played some Griffin game that we sometimes play in Ocean. There was just, yeah, a lot of good games to play. We didn't eat there this time. We typically will sometimes check out the sort of like the little food hall they have downstairs, but we didn't bother this time. What did we do? We got some drinks though. The drinks there were pretty good. They've got, if you like me and you like tequila, they got some decent tequila on, they got like Casamigos. We had, I think they had Patron as well. So they're not stingy with the tequila, which I'm always happy with. I hate when they start to, you know, throw some Cuervo at me or something and I get that gut rot, like I'm drinking gasoline. It's no bueno. But their tequila was really good. They were actually setting up for Chinese New Year as well, which was really cool, you know, to sort of see them do that, because you know, they were setting up all the different gardens. They actually had people hand painting like koi fish. Unbelievable. It was really, really impressive. You know, you think they would just get that printed and just pop it up on the wall somewhere, but people are actually hand painting these koi fish on the wall. So that was really, really cool. So highly recommend you guys check out Borgata. You know, like I said, it is sort of like their Bellagio here, where, you know, you have the beautiful gardens, you have the sort of the scenery that they change throughout the year, whether it's, you know, Christmas or, you know, Chinese New Year or spring, summer, etc. They do change it up, which is fantastic. I definitely want to stay there sometime. The downside would be that you're not on the boardwalk. So there's not really much around. You are kind of close to Harrah's and to Golden Nugget, but I don't know how safe it would be to walk to either, or I've been told by people here not to do that. So just, you know, bear that in mind. But still definitely somewhere I would strongly recommend you check out. We will hopefully stay there at some point and showcase that on the channel someday, because it is definitely a cool place to stay. Back in the room now. We did do a room tour here in this particular room, just a simple room tour. I didn't want to go, you know, for hours as I sometimes can, so I will leave all those, you know, linked below if you are curious about the rooms here at Caesars. I have some other, you know, room tours as well, like Harrah's and Tropicana, which I'll also show you if you are interested, which will be linked below. Also some different shows. We are going to be checking out a show tomorrow. Tomorrow is our last full day here, unfortunately, so got a couple things that we want to do. We always like to check out Ocean, for example. It's one of the newest casino resorts on the boardwalk here in Atlantic City, so we definitely want to check that out. That was formerly Rev, I think. Anyway, formerly that, back now as Ocean. We also love the Hard Rock, which was formerly, I believe, the Taj Mahal. So yeah, Hard Rock's really cool. Anyway, gonna go to bed soon. It's pretty late. We are tired. We've been up for a while, and we'll check in with you guys tomorrow. And also, yeah, if you guys have followed along this long, thank you very much. Let me know what you guys think about this type of video. If you like these sort of just travel vlogs where I'm not specifically going over, you know, a room or this or that. If you just, this is just sort of my experience in a different place, which also maybe will help you when you are coming here to think of things to check out yourself. Anyway, gonna go to bed soon, so see you tomorrow morning. Bye. Good morning, campers. It is day 3 in Atlantic City for us. This is our last full day. We do head home tomorrow, but it is a later flight, so we'll have some time to hang out tomorrow. But anyway, plan for today, I think we're gonna head over to Gardner's Basin. That's an area kind of somewhat close to like Golden Nugget, Borgata, Harrah's, like that end. We actually did get a boat from there last trip where you're here when we did the dolphin tour. I'll leave a link for that below as well if you guys want to check out the dolphin tour. Highly recommend that. It was so much fun. Really, really great experience. But yeah, there's a couple restaurants there. There is the Back Bay Ale House, which we ate at last time. We had a really nice meal there. A lot of great seafood options. We ended up with the tuna wontons, I believe they were. Absolutely delicious. And like a seafood platter, which was also really good. Kind of gave you a bit of a mix of everything. There's also another restaurant there called Gilchrist. It's a very well-known restaurant in Atlantic City, known for their breakfast, known for their pancakes and everything. Pretty reasonably priced as well. So we're sort of tossed up between the two. My vote is for Gilchrist because I'm a seafood lover. We'll see what everybody else wants to do, and check in with you when we get there, and you'll see where we end up eating. A must-do when you're in Atlantic City is you must take a walk on the world-famous boardwalk. Maybe don't do it in January because it's absolutely freezing, but typically this place is bustling, especially in the summer. Very quiet right now, but still lovely to stay, take a walk. Check out the beach, check out some of the stores and everything around, but yeah, maybe wait till it's better weather. Alrighty, we did a little shopping in Tropicana's quarter area, which is a great place to get a few little things. I got some shoes for like $15, which was outrageously cheap. Some good sales in there for sure. We are at the Gardner's Basin area. Very nice little area. It feels very New England, very nice. There's an aquarium over here. We haven't been there yet before, but this is where we got the boat last time for the dolphin tour. This is also where you're going to find Gilchrist, I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, and Back Bay Ale House. It looks like we are going to be eating at Back Bay Ale House again, which I'm very excited about. We'll show you what we get up to. All right, kids, we just got back from Harrah's, actually. So we started off over at Gardner's Basin. I would strongly recommend you check out Gardner's Basin. We really like the Bay, what's it called again? Something ale? Back Bay Ale House. Sorry, it escaped me for a second. Really like that place, actually. I got those tuna nachos again. They're like wontons. Way too much food for me. It's an appetizer. It's like $15. And I was struggling. Like everybody had all finished their food and I was still just picking away at it. And I ended up leaving a bunch of wontons, which I'm really upset about because I don't like wasting food.
Cody got the wings at first, which were really big wings. They're breaded, if you like breaded wings. Very saucy. They smelled great. He seemed to enjoy them. And got the lobster and shrimp roll with the chips afterwards. We also split their steak fries. Just a little order that just to share amongst the group, which have their Old Bay seasoning on them. Honestly, just something simple as that, just adding that Old Bay seasoning makes them so good. So they were really delicious. My mom ended up getting the fried burrata, which was stuffed with ricotta in like a nice tomato sauce with some garlic bread. My mom's not a big eater. She ate most of it. Like, it was surprising. Cody ended up subbing in and finishing it. But yeah, honestly, it looked delicious. I know Cody said next time he might consider getting that one as well. It did seem pretty good. My mom's from Gale, just got the burrata with the tomatoes. Honestly, everything seemed really good. Like, I got, and then drink-wise, Cody and I both got espresso martinis with tequila rather than with vodka, because we both want to have anxiety at 4 in the morning later on. And then Gail and my mom both got non-alcoholic blueberry lemonades, which I know, honestly, they looked so refreshing. For $5, there's so much blueberry in them. Like, it was crazy. They were fishing them out and, eating them because there was just so much in there. So I feel like the blueberries alone would cost like $5 where we're from. So very impressive overall. Really enjoyed it. Because we were down that end, we ended up Ubering over to Harrah's, which actually is the first place Cody and I stayed when we came to Atlantic City a couple years ago. We actually drove from Toronto because I had no idea. We scoured the world to try and find flights from Toronto. The best we could do was fly into Jersey or fly into Philadelphia. So we ended up just driving, and it was a long drive, as you can imagine, from Toronto, over 9 hours. We ended up stopping halfway. I recorded, actually, the footage of us driving there and driving back, and I was going to make a video, and I never did. The files are just on my desktop, so comment below if you think that'd be an interesting thing that you maybe just would want to see. I don't know. Anyway, so made the video of our room tour at Harrah's. One of my subscribers thankfully shared with me that Caesars has chartered flights for their Caesars Rewards Air, which I had no idea about, and I'm so mad at myself because we ended up, we've done this is our 3rd time doing this now, and what a time, money, and just lifesaver. For Cody and I to come to Atlantic City for 3 nights, I'm talking, 3 nights flight, hotel for 3 nights, and ground transportation to and from the hotel to the airport and vice versa, it's costing us $50 each. Like, how can you beat that? Like, that's crazy. The gas alone to drive here would cost way more than that. So huge help, huge time saver. Anyway, we are at Harrah's. Played there for a little bit. I was playing some like Alice in Wonderland game. It was a very old school kind of game that used to remind me of this like mermaid game I used to love to play. Won a decent amount on that. The pool at Harrah's, I will say, if you're looking for somewhere to stay and you want somewhere with a great pool, Harrah's has the best pool in Atlantic City, at least in terms of all year round. Well, one of the best, because Ocean does have a really great pool as well that you can use all year round because it's indoor and outdoor, that you can kind of use both. So that's really cool. But the one at Harrah's is great. It's got this like dome over top of it of glass, like a little atrium, and it's like nice and humid and warm in there. You've got like palm trees. At nighttime they have DJs and stuff there. It's a really cool atmosphere. The downside is if you are staying at Harrah's, you do actually still have to pay, I think, $10 at least to actually check out that pool, which is surprising, but it's a really cool pool. So definitely highly recommend that if you are out into the pool scene. Maybe Harrah's is your hotel of choice. Anyway, played there for a bit. We also played another one of my favorite games, which was the Zeus, which at first did well for me, and then right off the bat I won like $100, and then I just pissed it all away, so I ended up getting nothing out of that machine, which I'm upset about. But anyway, we are back now at Caesars. We have a show to check out tonight, so we actually just saw one of the actors from the show, so it's our 3rd time seeing this show. This is The Hook, which is actually at Caesars. This is the old theater there. There's a restaurant there, Super Frico. There's a little bar at the front called the Horse Dive Bar. We are huge Spiegelworld fans. They have so many shows across the States. They actually did have a show back in 2015 in Toronto called Empire. We've seen Absinthe, I've seen it a couple times now. We've seen Atomic Saloon, great shows. Opium, which is now closed at the Cosmopolitan. You got Disco Show at the Link in Las Vegas. These are such fun shows that you need to have a certain type of sense of humor in order to enjoy them. Again, this is gonna be our 3rd time seeing The Hook. I would see it time and time again. It is such a fun show. Yeah, anyway, we're gonna check that out tonight. We're just gonna freshen up now. we're back in the room and then head downstairs. It's actually kind of in between Caesars and Wild Wild West, so it's pretty close by, very walkable for at least for us. Highly recommend you check that show out. We do love eating at Super Frico as well, which unfortunately is closed tonight, which I'm kind of gutted about because that's a great restaurant. They've got some phenomenal pizzas. The one with like the crab on it is so good. It's like a thick crust with like a Frico, you know, Parmesan crusted out sort of, well, crust. Anyway, delicious. Anyway, we're gonna get changed. We are gonna see you at the show momentarily. We're gonna head down there. It starts at 7, so we're gonna freshen up, head down there, and we'll see you at the show. Yeah, maybe. All right, just checked out The Hook for our 3rd time. A few clips for you guys. Such a fun show. We've seen it, obviously, as I said, 3 times. I would see it 3 more times, hands down. Couple little changes since we last saw it, but quite honestly, still holds up. Still so funny. We laughed. We sat in the front row this time. Okay, so here's the funny thing. So Cody and I bought the front row tickets thinking we were here with my mom and her friend. We thought, they're gonna kill us. When they see that we're in the front row, they're gonna kill us. And they loved it. It was so funny. I was totally expecting them to be mad. I was anxious, but I'm like, they're gonna be mad at us. Did we do the right thing? Anyway, had a great time. And funnily enough, somebody from the show actually recognized me from the channel. So if you're watching this, thank you so much. You made my whole night. I love that. If you guys ever do see me out and about, or you recognize me from the channel, please do not hesitate to say, hey, what's up? Or, let me know if I've helped you out with your, travels, because it really does make me feel really good. I'm not going to think you're weird or anything like that. I think it's really cool, actually. I love it. It makes me feel really good. So if I have helped you with your travels and you see me out and about, please don't hesitate to say hello. Anyway, we are, I think, going to head over to Hard Rock. We haven't been to Hard Rock. It's our last night here in Atlantic City. I want to go to the Hard Rock. I want to go to, they have some really great Caesars. Sorry, not Caesars, we're in the States. They have great Bloody Marys. And just some good machines in there. So we're gonna head over there shortly. See you at the Hard Rock. Okay, trying to be discreet because I'm only filming casinos. We are at Hard Rock right now. It's Wednesday night in January. It is absolutely packed in here. It is wild. It's just full. Like, I can't believe how many people are here because we've been to a bunch of casinos in Atlantic City that are absolutely empty. Hard Rock is full on a Wednesday in Atlantic City. Just saying.
The next day.
Good morning, campers. We are on our last day here in Atlantic City. We're just walking on the boardwalk right now. Still pretty cold, but we've been kind of in the room for a bit. We are flying. We did come here through Caesars Rewards Air, so we have to wait for them to come to our suitcase, get our suitcases from our room. So yeah, we did get late checkout about to 12, I believe, because we are Diamond. We were told anything after that would be an extra $20 an hour, which is quite high, I thought. But anyway, we are gonna head over to the infamous Irish pub, which is between, I believe, Bally's and the Hard Rock. Everybody knows about this place. It's we ate there before. I will say the food was just okay. It's pub food, obviously it's a bar, but it's cheap. I think that's the main draw. Is it is very inexpensive. I know last time Cody and I ate there, I think it was around 40 or 50 bucks for 2 meals, and we both had at least a drink or 2. So I thought that was quite reasonable. So we're gonna head over there now, get something to eat. Yeah, it's a little bit chilly actually, but I needed the fresh air. So just walking past Bally's right now. We were staying in Caesars, so just walking past Bally's right now, and we'll see you at the Irish pub. Okay, when I told you earlier it wasn't that bad, I lied. It is very cold. When you're walking in the wind, that's when it hits you. Anyway, just finished at the Irish pub. For 4 of us to eat, we all had drinks. We all had, some of us had appetizers or meals, whatever. All 4 of us, after tax, everything was $80. So you really can't go wrong price-wise. Is the food, 10 out of 10? Debatable. It's okay though, it's bar food. But for the price, you really can't go wrong. Anyway, heading back to Caesars now. And then we're gonna be heading home shortly, and I'll give you guys a little bit of maybe a quick little rundown afterwards. As for the food though, I will say that I got the menu changes depending on what time of day you're there. We went there late at night one time and very small menu. This time they had the full menu, so I got the ravioli, deep fried ravioli, I think, and the spring rolls, which are vegetable spring rolls. They weren't too bad. Sorry, I'm winking at you with the wind in my face. Cody got the
meatballs and burger. Again, not bad. My mom's friend got a roast beef sandwich, and my mom got the sort of like their version of a poutine. It was basically like their steak fries with cheese and gravy. So all in all, we got a bit of everything, and yeah, everything was pretty decent, but cheap. That's the main thing, cheap. Anyway, definitely check it out if you're in town, especially if you're there before Christmas. We were here last time in October, and they were just setting up for Christmas. We just missed them putting everything away. Their Christmas display is really, really awesome. It's really over the top, but it's really cute. So definitely check it out. If I don't freeze to death, we're going to see you back at Caesars. And this is the part of the trip that everybody hates. We are currently at the airport waiting to board our flight.
Rolls 10 to 31, rolls 10 to 31. Gate number.
And now the part that everybody hates. This is unfortunately time to go home. So we are heading back to Toronto from Atlantic City. We are at Atlantic City Airport. I will say this airport is very small. There's not a whole lot of places to eat. There's a Dunkin' Donuts if you want to just grab something quick. There also is like a little bar if you want to get drinks. Two of those mini stores, like the Hudson type stores with like drinks and stuff for the plane. But that's pretty much it. So I wouldn't come here expecting to have like a full-on great meal. There's like one place that you can get food and drinks from. But anyway, I hope you found this whole experience of Atlantic City helpful. If you are looking for places to stay, I've got plenty of different room tours I've done at Tropicana, Harrah's, Caesars, etc. I'll leave a link below in case you guys are interested and curious to learn more about where to stay in Atlantic City.
All rows, all passengers. All rows, all passengers.
Also things to do.
With services to Toronto.
All right.
All rows, all passengers. All rows, all passengers.
Okay, all rows, all passengers. That is us. We're about to get ready to go on the plane. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Thank you.
Okay, all rows, all passengers. We have to go on the plane right now. So if I missed anything, please leave your questions, comments below. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I ask you please consider subscribing. If you have any questions, as I mentioned, leave them below. Tell other travelers they probably the same questions as you guys do. That's really helpful for me because any interaction you guys have with the channel, whether you're liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, all helps with the YouTube algorithm. Again, if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I'm going to go down this plane before I miss my flight. Once again, this has been Daniel Spotlight. Leave Atlantic City. See you in the next one. Bye.